What if something that used to work for you suddenly stopped working? Or what if you lost something that you love? I have been working on faith and fulfillment now for a little over a year. And between working a full time job and caring for my family, I haven't had a lot of spare time. But the little time I have had, I have spent trying to come up with ideas and concepts and building a framework for this business. And in a previous episode, I talked about the 5 steps to achieving any goal. And one of those steps is to find someone who's done what you've done before and follow in their footsteps. And so I took the formula from one of my fellow YouTubers and entrepreneurs, Graham Cochran. And a couple weeks ago, Graham actually put out an episode and he said that what has been working is no longer working and that he is actually going to start cutting a lot of what he's doing because it no longer works. And when I heard that, my heart just sank because I have built everything upon that formula and that framework. And all of the time I spent, if that formula no longer works, that means that it was wasted, that it was for nothing. I really struggled when I heard him say that because I didn't know what to do. I started just stewing in my thoughts of, okay, do I not put out the episode next week? My very first episode, do I not put that out? Do I wait and find out what the new formula is and what does work? What if the new formula that works doesn't fit with my values? Or what if it doesn't fit with how I want to conduct my business? And so that evening and the next day, I just thought and thought about what he said and what that meant for faith and fulfillment and for what I was planning to do. And I actually started to land on this thought of don't be afraid to pivot. Pivot means to completely change the way someone does something. And in theory, that sounds easy. In actuality, completely changing everything is hard and it's complicated. Thing is, though, that the one thing in life we can count on is that things are going to change. And so, through all of the ideas and thoughts that I had that day, I came up with a few things that I wanted to share with you. The first thing is this, that what works for someone else doesn't always work for you. You can listen to their advice, you can consider what they have to say, and then you get to decide whether or not you think it would be good for you. I will challenge you though, don't be so stuck in your ways that you're not willing to try new things. Often, new things that we find and that we try out work even better than the things we're already doing. But you won't know that until you try. The second thing is don't be afraid of change. Change is often an opportunity for growth. One thing I'm thankful for is that I've modeled my business after someone who isn't afraid of change, even if that means starting completely over. The third thing is that timing is everything. Just because something is good and might be a good opportunity doesn't mean that it's the right time for you. Depending on what season of life that you're in, it may or may not be a good fit. And you'll often have to say no to a lot of really good things in order to have something great. The last thing I want to share with you is a quote from Myron Golden. And I've heard him say before that if it's not working for you, it's working on you. Just because something isn't working right doesn't mean that it's not beneficial. A lot of times we get the greatest insight from when things go wrong. You find out what you don't like, what you don't want, or what you're not okay with. All of these things help you get closer to finding what you do like and what does work for you. So use that as a stepping stone to get to something great. All of the things that I've been through in setting up this business and starting this channel have helped me to grow and have helped me become a better person. So even if the channel doesn't take off and even if things don't go how I planned, the transformation I have made and the person I have become is something that I will forever be proud of. So how about you? What changes have you had to face in the past? And how did you respond to those, whether good or bad? I want to challenge you. Think about the next time you face a challenge or a change. What can you do differently that would be more beneficial and help you to pivot? For the record, Graham didn't actually say any of those things I mentioned earlier. But sometimes we hear what we want to hear, and sometimes we hear what fear and doubt want us to hear. As you can see, I didn't listen to the fear or the doubt. And the next time an opportunity to pivot shows up, I'll be ready. Until next time, I'm Joyful Julie.